He had a voice that could cut through pain and lyrics that told the truth. From the deep south to the top of the R&B charts, this man's music was raw, real, and rooted in the struggles of everyday life. But despite hit records and a legacy that helped shape soul music, his name is barely mentioned today. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Roy C. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Roy Charles Hammond on August 3rd, 1939 in Newington, Georgia, to George and Annie Joy Hammond. His father was a railroad worker and his mother was a homemaker. As a child, he relocated to New York where his goal of becoming a professional boxer came to an end after a tough sparring session with Hurricane Jackson. In the late 50s, he began his musical career singing tenor in a short-lived doo-wop group, the Genies. By 1965, he had re-emerged as a solo singer under the name Roy C. His debut song, Shotgun Wedding, was released in 1965 and became his biggest hit, with witty lyrics about the repercussions of sexual freedom. By the 70s, he had established his own label, and he began releasing music for several years before signing with Mercury and recording 3 albums for the label. Sex and Soul, that was released in 1973, Something Nice, that was released in 1975, and More Sex and Soul, that was released in 1977. Romantic mischief and adultery appeared to be his favorite subjects to sing about. His debut album featured songs such as I Found a Man in My Bed and I'm Gonna Love Someone Else Woman. Roy C was also heavy into politics and history. In 1971, he released a Vietnam War protest song called Open Letter to the President. His Sex and Soul album had a song, I Wasn't There, But I Can Feel the Pain, which was a song about slavery. His album More Sex and More Soul had the song Great Great Grandson of a Slave. Following the release of the record, Roy C met with Mercury Records president. He was just trying to tell me that they was not interested in that type of music. He stated about his political songs in an interview with the music journal Wax Poetics in 2011. They thought I would be much bigger if I didn't put out them type of songs. For Impeach the President, Roy C enlisted the help of a group of adolescent Queens musicians known as the Honey Dippers. The song was written to advocate for President Richard Nixon's impeachment as a result of the unfolding Watergate scandal and the subsequent impeachment process. Mr. Hammond bought Impeach the President to Mercury, but the company declined to release it. Although the song was unpopular at the time, Impeach the President found its way to the crates of early pioneer hip-hop DJs such as Africa Bambaataa and DJ Kool Herc. After appearing on MC Shan's The Bridge, Impeach the President was featured in the Ultimate Breaks and Beats, which was a vinyl compilation series featuring producer-friendly funk and soul, this establishing its position in hip-hop history. It was frequent samples from there on out, including the notorious B.I.G's Unbelievable, Tupac's I Get Around, LL Cool J's Around the Way Girl, Janet Jackson's That's the Way Love Goes, and several more songs. Although Roy C never attained mainstream success, he remained popular, particularly among Southern Soul fans. Since 1979, he has released a section of soul singles and albums on his own record label. He also wrote the majority of his songs which is about over 125 songs. He recorded the album Talk to Me by ex-Temptation member Dennis Edwards, as well as an album by Bobby Stringer, a record store label and a music label, which he issued his own recordings for the next following decades. He continued to perform live until the pandemic of 2019. Roy C. remained persuaded of music's significance as a tool for political protests. In the 2019 interview with Vice, he stated that he was considering recording a new version of Impeach the President, driven by him being dissatisfied with President Trump. Roy C. has occasionally been credited as a co-writer as a result of a sample, such as on the Mary J. Blige hit song Real Love, which uses a modified version of the drum opening from Impeach the President. He is also credited with the 2011 Kanye West and Jay-Z song Otis. Also, he is credited on the 2013 Frank Ocean song Super Rich Kids, which incorporates the chorus from Mary J. Blige's song Real Love. Roy C. passed away on September 17, 2020 at the age of 81. He was survived by his 3 daughters. Roy C. continued to record and collaborate with other musicians following into the new millennium, maintaining a tiny but devoted fan base for his brand of Southern soul music. Although his identity was unfamiliar to many soul music listeners, nearly everyone heard his music, either in its original form or as a sample backdrop for other performers. Now, before we go, I have a few questions for you all. What is your favorite song by Roy C? Also, what is your favorite sample containing the music from Roy C?